This video will demonstrate the fillet command in AutoCAD. The fillet command will place arcs where two objects cross or between two circles, that whether they cross or not. The fillet icon is this white square with a rounded corner in the modify panel near the trim icon and the erase icon. Click on the fillet icon to start the fillet command. The first time you start, the radius for your arcs you're going to put down is 0. That's handy if you want items to meet at a sharp point. I might click on these two objects and they'll meet at a sharp point there. In other words, anything past the point will be truncated off. That's another setting of the trim command. Sometimes that's good. You might again hit enter, click 2 points, and with the 0 radius it'll shave the surplus off the intersection of the two objects. More often I'd say you'd like to use some sort of curvature for the arc at the corner. Invoke the fillet command again by hitting enter or spacebar. You get to the radius setting by invoking the radius option. With dynamic input, you can hit the down arrow and get to the radius option. You can right click again and get to the radius option. I want to change the radius option, say to, I don't know, 4, enter. Click 2 points, and if a 4-unit radius arc can fit in those shorter lines, the fillet command will trim it. Now be aware, if you fillet the same 2 lines again, you're going to leave an arc hanging out in the open. Let me hit enter or spacebar to invoke the trim command. I'll right click and pick the radius option. I'll change it to say 2, enter, and I'll pick those same straight lines again. Check it out. The big first arc is kind of left hanging there. AutoCAD doesn't know that you want the arc to stay connected to the line, so be on the lookout. Not a problem, just invoke the erase command and get rid of it. The fillet command is handy for drawing an arc between 2 circles. This is nice when you're doing gasket type work, or maybe I don't know, pavement parking lot work. Click on the fillet icon, consider the radius. If you want to change it, right click, invoke the radius option, change it to something else. I'll say 4, enter. Pick the 2 circles. The full circle will not be shaved at all, but the circle, or the arc I should say, that was not a complete circle will be truncated. Fillets only can make concave arcs between circles. It takes another tool to make an arc that's convex away from the circles. Again, hit spacebar, right click, pick trim, pick the radius by typing it in or clicking a rubber band, pick the 2 circles, and there will be a concave arc. Good for making gaskets. That's about it for the fillet command. Check out the settings. Remember, the radius option changes the radius setting of the fillet command.